Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you can learn to work and play and get along with each other, you got to listen to your heart.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting review of Midwest Tokusatsu's Toku Toy Time. I am Brock and we are continuing the Earth Week reviews with TFC Toys Hercules Mad Blender. I can talk. So here he is. Beautiful artwork. Love that. Display window. Artwork on the side. Different things you can have happen. Here he is in robot mode, vehicle mode, leg mode, switch the bottom with lots of warnings, and the top box. It's a box. I have to say I'm really excited because this is the last review before we get to see Devastator. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! It's going to be amazing. Amazing! Away with you, box. We don't need to see you anymore. We want to see toys. And here he is, Mad Blender himself, aka an homage to Mixmaster and probably the coolest of these guys. Look, it spins, it spins, it spins. All right, before we review, here we go. Last of the cards. Hey, look, it's Mad Blender, Hercules. You've got some stats. Way, don't care. You do get weapons. You get this purple one and this red one. Whee! Actually, I should say, I kind of like that you do have this black handle down here and a few different ports all over the side because you can just kind of do a lot of different things with them. Now you can, of course, peg these in right up here, and then he's got guns facing forward. You could also peg these in elsewhere. I mean, you've got some spots here. You've got spots back here. I mean, there's plenty of different areas that you can peg them, have them look good. But those are guns. We don't need to talk about those right now. In the box, you do also get the centerpiece for the chest plate on TFC Toys Hercules. Now, that does sit here on the back, and I really appreciate that because it makes it look more G1 with the little bit of purple nub back there. Without it, it kind of leaves the figure a little lacking, I think. But that's just me. But again, spinning! It spins! It spins! I wish it was purple, but it spins! I'm totally getting a sticker set for this one, just because Repro Labels has it, and I need this barrel to be purple to be more G1. Because if anything's not G1 enough, it's not G1 enough. Alright, so, up. Those were down. They should be up. That's his bumper. Alright, so taking a look at the figure overall. Here he is at the front. Nice cab section. Got some nice lights going on here at the top. Good silver detail, some molded in detail here. Wheels look perfect. You got all 6 of them going along the side. This is great. It's wonderful. I love that it spins. Coming to the back, got some tail lights along the bottom. Pretty good hiding of any sort of robot mode. Gotta say they did it well. Now, you can, of course, because of the leg joint and the ankle tilt, you can actually have him turn. He is a hinged concrete truck. I love that. Now, traditional concrete truck, as we know them now, you know, all the cabs are up here at the front. So, I mean, this takes a liberty. It's not really the ones you see all the time, but I think it looks great. I really, really dig how this looks. I can't get over how well it was made. So, let's do one final comparison of all 6 of these guys, shall we? So, put Mad Blender off to the side here and bring in, here he is with Neckbreaker, and with Dr. Crank, MD. Here he is with Structor. Here he is with Heavy Labor. And here he is with, well, you can't see him, X-Graver. Smoosh them all together. There you go, the whole team of 6. Gotta say, they look really awesome together. Great construction crew. TFC Toys knocked it out of the park. And now all that's left is to go into robot mode, whee, and combination mode. Away with you, figures. Alright, and now that we've done our comparisons, let's take a look at limb mode. So, in order to get this guy in limb mode, first things first, you need to come to the back and get rid of the purple chest bit. You don't need that. because that's going to go on the chest, obviously. Then take this back portion and you want to unpeg that. Take the mixer, bring it up, twist it at the base, and you're going to turn it all the way around, 180. Then bring it back down and bring this part in. And what you can kind of see it did is it pushed it further up. It moved the barrel further up on the leg. So that'll give room for this to then fold up like that, and then what you'll see is there are 2 tabs and then 2 slots, and you just want to marry those together. Just get them in there so they're nice and tight. And then for the front, take these purple bits, the bumpers, fold them down. This will, there we go. That'll give him a nice firm footing. And at the back, these purple bits, fold them out for heels. They may look small, but they are significant. Very significant. And like that, you have yourself a foot. Liner board right here on the back. When you're in mode, I usually just leave this out and I don't notice it, but you can flip it down for vehicle mode and then, won't see it, and then you just flip it up. But either way, you do have the knee joint here, and that is nice and solid, well ratcheted. You do get the tiltage, tilt side to side, so that's great. And then as far as a pivot forward, you can bring the foot forward like I did on the other one, but it's not as fluid. You are breaking that little joint back here, and the heels don't really want to cooperate. So this one is best just as that, and whatever it lands in, try and work it into a flat pose if you want it. But otherwise, there it is, a limb. Now, let's take a look at robot mode, and to do that, we will just quickly put him back to vehicle mode. That simple. It's so simple. I love that simplicity of the transformation. Nope. Almost forgot. Now it's in vehicle mode. Okay, so to go to robot mode, take this and unplug the barrel, or the mixer, because that'll just make life easier. Put it off to the side. Stay. All right. Now, what you want to do is we're going to work with the feet first. So you're going to take it and you're going to unaccordion and make the legs whole here at the bottom. Now for the feet, what you want to do is come here and bring down the feet. These headlights, you just want to put your thumb there and push, bring down the front of the feet, come back here and flip back heel spurs. You want to then take the feet, unpeg them. Now you want to rotate at the top joint and then again at the bottom joint, and that'll get the knee oriented properly. And again, the top, the bottom, just like that. And now we want to rotate at the waist, and now you've got his legs. All said and done on the legs. Now, for the chest, what you want to do first is take wheels, bring them back. Now, they don't sit flush to the back. That's as far back as they're going to go, but it's perfectly fine. Now, we're going to bring the camera up a little because you really want to see what's going on up here. A little higher. There we go. All right. Now, you want to take the wheels and unpeg them from the side. Just like that. You want to tip them out at the bottom and bring them down. You can see they're just on these little joints right here that just go up and down. So you want to bring them out at the top, unpeg them, and then force them down and out, just like that. You want to get the hands, well, hold on. You want to take this section first and kind of bring that back down for a second and unpeg that from the hands, just like that. Once that's unpegged, you're going to bring it down and then fold it up. And then you can see that there are some screw holes right there. some pegs here. You just want to push that together so they're in. Can't push them in because arms aren't out of the way. So we'll move the arms. So for arms, stay back wheel. You want to bring them down and then rotate, keeping these kind of out of the way as best you can. You can just bring the arms down then. You can flip out the fist, orient it properly. Now for this, you can do it one of two ways. You can either bring it up so the wheels are facing back, or you can just rotate, have the wheels facing forward. I like them facing forward. That's how they're shown. So we're going to do it that way. So we're going to do the same thing here. Bring arm down, rotate, bring forearm down, rotate it around so that it's facing the proper direction. You're going to flip out the fist. There we go. Now for this, just rotate and then bring it up to the shoulder. Now we can come to the back and we should be able to push this in. And I already had, but we'll just do it again. There we go, nice and tight. And now we just need to reach down inside of him and pull up his head. So get your thumb kind of on there as best you can. And then you want to bring it up, reveal the head. There it is. He's free. He's got his head. And then last but not least, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the back. We're going to take his mixer and just peg it in right where it was on the body. Peg it, peg it, peg it. Don't make me a liar. It's making me a liar. Oh, right. It pegs in. I'm thinking it needs to peg in here, and it doesn't. No, you use the side peg right here, this little gray bit, and peg it in either side. Just like that. Just like that. And then lastly, if you want a more cartoon look and to cover the combiner port, take that chest piece, put it right back where it was. Now you got it facing forward. And you could, I suppose, take barrel. Maybe it'll hold by... dropping things. Maybe it'll hold. Maybe. Nope. Nope, not a chance. So we'll just put this back. Just like that. Alright. And there you go. One Mad Blender. We'll bring the camera down now so you can see all of them. And I gotta say, I love this figure's look. He's just got a lot going on in all the right places, and he's a great homage to Mixmaster. Really love this figure. I love the barrel, the mixer hanging down in the back. I kind of wish it would peg in more towards the center, but, you know, can't win them all. I do love that you do get the purple bit hanging off the top, facing forward, guns blazing. Now, let's take a look at the head sculpt here. As you can see, very nice head sculpt. Again, one of the faces, nice in there, good silver paint. Now the light piping on this one is really good. It's hard to get the light piping there because you've got a lot of kibble, so if his head is against the back of it, you get no light piping. But when the light does hit it, man is it good. Man is that good light piping. Love, love, love. As you see, chest nicely picked out with some silver. I love that in the legs you do have a lot of silver going on too to really break it up. Even down here at the bottom. Good molded in detail even on the inside of the leg. Arms look good. Nice bits of silver here and there. Very, very nice figure. Now, for articulation, you do have a swivel at the head. Can go all the way around. Now, he can look forward, but that's just because of his head kind of collapsing into the front. Kind of look up again, but that's just because there's some rockage here in the actual joint. Now, for the shoulders, you can do a full 360, but the wheels kind of get in the way of the arms, so you kind of got to maneuver them around if you want to go 360, but it's there. They do go up You can move the shoulder pauldrons out of the way. Do so. You do get a bicep swivel. You do get 90 degrees of bend out of the arms. Nothing at the wrist, but they can tip forward a little bit for some interesting poses. Now, at the waist, you do get a waist rotation. At the hips, they go out, they go forward, they go back. Because of transformation, you kind of have some choices in knees. You can bend it here, and they will go all the way up, just like that. You could also bend it higher, but that's going to break the leg, but then you can kind of get some even more winding up. You do have lots of rotations. You have the rotation at above the knee, you have the rotation at the knee, so plenty of options. And then at the feet, you do have some tiltage. You can bring the foot up. Heels you can bring down. So there's plenty of options. Plenty of great posability from this guy. Very nice figure. And then we can bring in his guns. Got his guns. And he can hold them. Best way to hold them is really just right by the pegs on the sides. So you can stick those in there. Now this guy is full of ports, like everywhere. So you could take these guns and you could peg them into the side of his arms like that. So bring this one over like that. So now he's got some wicked side-mounted guns. You can even bring them down a little bit. Probably looks a little better. But you can see that even his guns have... just doesn't want to stand for me today. You can see he's got lots of ports even on his guns. So why is that? Why does he have so many ports? Well, glad you asked, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at his barrel. At his mixer itself. So his mixer, you can see has some segmented lines on it. And that's because it comes apart. So what you want to do for that is you want to pull here at the center, break that, and then you want to start just pulling it apart at the seams. Get your thumbs in there and work them apart. Yeah, it's a-coming. So worth it. There we go. Got that off. That kind of makes it easier because now you can kind of come in here and really get a good grip. Separate it there. And then these separate into quarters, and you have guns. You have a massive amount of guns. And even this, you take that off if you want. You can leave it on. Either way, it itself is a gun. You can hold it like that, and you can say it's a sniper rifle. A really, really weird sniper rifle, but a sniper rifle. Lots of guns. Now, to take a look at the different varieties of guns that you get inside of Mixmaster. Mad Blender. Let's use the names that were given to them so that they didn't get sued. You have 4 different types of guns, and I have cleverly put them together so that you can see all 4 at once. As you can see, you get a double barrel, single barrel, a big blaster, and then a double barrel blaster. So lots of gun options. And then these, because of all the many ports, can go anywhere. And some of the best poses you can do is to bring these down right at the side of his shoulders and just take these and start pegging them on. And you can just go 1, 2, we'll use these. There we go. We'll use this one. Then you can take these two. Oh, sending things flying everywhere. We'll peg these into his legs like that. take these and we will, how do we want to do these? Where do we want to put these? Want to be clever. So many ports, so many options. We will peg these, I got it. Peg these up here. And then we'll give him his sniper rifle. And there we go. That is one Mad Blender. I mean, honestly, I really love that TFC Toys thought of this. They said, hey, we have this giant mixer at his back. Why just leave it as a mixer? Why not have it split apart and be a crap ton of guns? Like, oh, seriously, look at this guy. I would not want to come up, I would not want to see this marching towards me on the field of battle. If this was coming at me, I'd go, see ya, I'm out of here. There's no way I'd want to take this on. It will annihilate me, just destroy me in seconds. But it's amazing. I love it so much. So much. This thing is so much fun to pose, and just to figure out where you want to put all the guns and how you want to situate them. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous and amazing. So, let's bring in the whole team, shall we? Let's compare with Neckbreaker. We'll get him in here. Yep. He's going to be hard to stand. Standeth, man. Stand proud. Or am I going to have to squat you? Oh. He stands! Yeah! All right. So, we'll bring in Dr. Crank, MD. We'll put you over here, Dr. Crank. There you go. We'll bring in the leader. Here he is, Structor. We'll bring in Heavy Labor. And we will get Exgraver. We'll put Exgraver. There, you know what? He'll go in the back. No, then you can't see Exgraver. That's just not good. We'll bring Exgraver there. That's a good spot for Exgraver. All right. Now we'll pull back. Seriously, do I even have to say anything at this point? Really? I mean, this is an amazing team of Constructicons. I absolutely love it. They look so awesome together. All 6 of them in robot mode, vehicle mode, and soon to be combined mode. These guys. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, we'll get rid of everyone except for Structor. He's going to stay in the picture for just a little longer. Okay, so I left these guys together because, well, Structor and Mad Blender are my 2 favorites. It's really hard for me to say which one I would get if you're just going to get one. But I want you to look at their poses. Here they are just standing still. Now, which one would you want? You know, we'll make it a comment war. Here, tell me in the comments which one you prefer. Do you prefer the leader, Structor, aka the right leg, or do you prefer Mad Blender with his guns aplenty and the left leg? You tell me in the comments. I have my favorite. We'll see which one you think it is. Off to the side with you, Structor. Alright, so let's wrap it up on Mad Blender. What do we think of this guy? I think he's wonderful. I think he's amazing. He adds a ton of play value for one single investment. And I think that if you're going to get one, this guy or Structor, definitely your ones to choose. As far as the whole team, absolutely get the whole team, because you're about to see Combined Mode Hercules here in the next review, so stay tuned for that. However, I think that about wraps it up for this review. If you like what you saw and you want more, please click that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and favorite the video. And if you want to see a specific review, comment below. I'll have links for where you can purchase this item, as well as where you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, all in the description. Once again, this has been Brock of Midwest Tokusatsu and Toku Toy Time, and we are out of here. Kablamo!
Next time on Toku Toy Time.
My lawn is green, but I wish it was even greener. I want it to be so green that it glows in the dark. I know. I'll use some extra lawn fertilizer.
Hey, that sneaky Pete is using extra lawn fertilizer. There's no way I'm going to let his grass be greener than mine. Nice lawn, Mr. Smith.
Looking good, Mr. Jones.
Lawn fertilizer. It sounds harmless, but if you use too much or don't follow the directions, those chemicals can end up here. And nothing can live without clean drinking water. Don't believe me? Just ask them. A green lawn is nice, but it shouldn't cost this much.